All right, welcome back to that 70s card show. Basement Tapes, episode number 114. Let me get my affairs in order up here, and we're going to share our screen early this time, I promise. 1962 Fleer football. Sadly, I only have 6 of these, so it's a little embarrassing. So please don't tell my other friends in the vintage football card community, of which I have none, but don't let it get out nonetheless. Beckett OPG tells us that let's talk about this, right? Who is this? This is Tommy Addison. Don't know how you got on my screen, sir. There we go. That's what we wanted. There's 88 total cards, $13.40 average value for total value, apparently of $1,179. $500 to $900 set for this truncated 88 card set. Fleer is back to its old ways here. The 1962 Fleer football set contains 88 standard-sized cards featuring AFL players only. The set was issued in 6-card nickel packs, which came 24 packs to a box with a slab of bubble gum. Card numbering is alphabetical by team city. The card backs are printed in black and white. I'm sorry. The card backs are printed in black and blue on a white card stock. Key rookie cards in this set are Gino Capoletti, Charlie Hannigan, Ernie Ladd, and Fred Williamson. Let's look at these. It says 25 rookie cards out of the 88. Of course, we're only a couple years into the AFL here, and Fleer is back to only doing AFL, apparently. Top card, Billy Shaw for your Buffalo Bills, I believe, right? And below that is Jack Kemp, and then we have a two-way tie between George Blanda and Don Maynard. Maynard, sorry. These cards are kind of pretty, if you ask me. The bottom band is kind of bright. Nice little shot there of Ernie Wright at TCDB. Let's look at the teams that are involved. It's the original founders: the Boston Patriots, the Buffalo Bills, Dallas Texans, Denver Broncos, Houston Oilers, New York Titans, Oakland Raiders, and the San Diego Chargers. Hall of Famers in here. There's 6 of record: Billy Shaw, George Blanda, Don Maynard, Tom Flores, Jim Otto, and Ron Mix. Rookies, again, we said there was a lot of them, including Gino Capoletti. Abner Haynes is in there. Any other big names? Charlie Hennigan, we talked about. Yeah. So that's that there. Let's look at the packaging. Fleer probably didn't disappoint in this respect. Oh, look at that yellow and red and navy or bright royal blue. Beautiful wax pack. Fleer Pro Football Bubblegum Special, 6 cards in every pack. 5 cents for that pack, by the way, right? Let's get to the gallery. Again, very vibrant colors on the bottom. Billy Lott is card number 1. He's a fullback for the Boston Patriots. Nice Patriots logo there on the bottom right. Gino Capoletti is a halfback and an end, but he looks like he is I don't know what you call that. Maybe it's a little Mr. Miyagi going on there. Babe Pirelli looks like somebody's incarcerated uncle. Jim Colclough is an end for the Boston Pats, and lots and lots of stuff here. These are posed photos on the practice field. It looks like all time of day of night. It's getting a little dark for some of these folks. Let's move on to the next bunch. We get into the Buffalo Bills, and they're very proud the way they're posing. So whomever did the Buffalo Bills shots, kudos to them. I think they did a much better job than the Boston Patriots folks. Moving on from there, we have the Dallas Texans, and Dallas Texans, of course, wearing that red uniform that we would come to despise later on down when they moved up north. Nice little Abner Haynes there with the clouds in the background. Reminds me of, and there's cars back there. Just a fun little time in history when you could just drive your car up to a photo shoot and park it in the background while a Hall of Famer poses for his bubblegum card. So there was storming that day in Dallas, apparently, because Chris Buford looks like he's on tornado watch as well. The Dallas Texans, nice cards there. Moving on, folks. Where are we moving to next? We're moving to Denver Broncos. There's hills in the background. We know we're in the Rocky Mountain State here, and the Broncos uniforms are very unique. I see some brown with a yellow stripe, a double yellow stripe, a white uniform with simple black numbering. Looks like a lot like the Raiders uniforms would look eventually, I guess. But look at the Rocky Mountains in there. Purple Mountains Majesty. just a lot of fun. Austin Gunselin has a coach or a lawnman working in the background while he poses. Again, it's neat to see the Rocky Mountains in there. Kudos to the photographer for choosing those in the background. The Houston Oilers, stormy down there as well. Perhaps it was the same day that the Dallas Texans were filming their big card shoot because there's clouds everywhere. Very ominous back there. Tony Banfield is either in Bhopal, India during the battery fire, or he is in, well, I guess Houston, which is pretty much the same thing. The armpit of Texas, as I like to refer to it. Scrolling down, New York Titans, they're taking their pictures all over the place. Well, I should say they're taking their pictures at the Polo Grounds, which is kind of neat to see in the background. We wouldn't have too many Polo Ground photos in the 60s. I think the Mets played there for a year, but of course the whatchamacallits had abandoned the Polo Grounds. The New York Giants left it to the New York Football Giants and the New York Titans. So Polo Grounds, perhaps their last one of their last hurrahs on the sport card pictures. Appreciate that. Oakland Raiders, big old scoreboard pictures back there. Not sure where that's taken. Bob Coolbaugh looks like he has just seen an alien, and yeah, it's an interesting photo there. George Fleming is on the bench in his picture, as is Wayne Hawkins. They're probably right next to each other, and of course, Jim Otto now is 00, wearing it proudly. He's on the same bench as well. Wayne Crow is in the parking lot kicking his football to an unknown recipient. San Diego Chargers. Not sure where these pictures are taken, but they are definitely taken inside of a stadium of unknown location, and look like they're prepared to play a football game instead of just monkeying around in a clouded field. Let's talk about Bill Hudson. Boy, he looks pretty dangerous there. Number 79, card 85. Bill Hudson, defensive tackle, San Diego Chargers, height 6'4", weight 277, age 26. I swear the guy looks like he's 46. Possibly eligible for early retirement, 59 and a half. College, Clemson, years pro 6, a 4-year veteran of the Canadian Football League with the Montreal Alouettes. Bill is a member of the Fearsome Foursome, along with Earl Faison, Ron Neary, and Ernie Ladd. Last year, his second with the Chargers, he was selected for his third AFL team. He has exceptional strength and speed and can also play offensive tackle. He is considered something of an immovable object. He is the Chargers defensive captain. So fun little facts in there. I guess we will see that some of these folks, a new professional league south of the border here, opened up room for those who had been playing in the Canadian Football League. So cool set. Like I said, very colorful. I dig the pictures. I think Fleer did a much better job than Topps at this time of taking pictures and getting them on the cards. It's just not your normal photography. So that's the 1962 Fleer set football version for everybody to collect and enjoy. Cheers.